So tell us about what happens here at Blomfield Street. What kind of services do you provide?
We've got 6 flats here. There's 4 in the building we're currently in, and there's 2 flats next door. Next door in the upper flat, 2 people share, but we do have a vacancy there at the moment. And I've got 2 ladies and 3 gentlemen this side, and they all have one-to-one support.
Tell us a little bit more about the kind of services that you provide here for people who are living with you.
At Blomfield Street we supply supported living, and 4 people that live here have one-to-one support throughout the day from 7 a.m. to 9:30, and a lady next door has approximately 12 hours a week for the hours she needs to be supported. People do set activities every week like Gateway Club and sailing. But for example, if they need to go food shopping, obviously they can pick and choose when they want to do this. We access trains, buses, taxis, staff-owned cars, and obviously we can walk into town from here.
Yeah. So it really is person-centred. It's about what people want to do with their lives, and you try and support them in whatever.
Yes, and if it's something like going to the theatre, which might need a bit more planning, we get the leaflet, we get the information, and we sort out what we can do for that person.
Oh, that's great. So I know this will be difficult because you're a very busy person, no doubt, but can you describe a typical day here for you?
Mine varies because I do admin hours and support hours. And then when I'm on a support day, that could be an early shift or a late shift, or the lady next door sometimes only has a couple of hours support. So that can be going out for coffee, lunch, the sailing, as I mentioned, going to Gateway Club, going to church. It might be a day or an afternoon at home where you support someone in their own home with their cooking, cleaning, ironing if they really want to do it. Often people will choose to go out and shopping. They're sort of the main things that we do for people or do with people.
Yeah. Emma, have you got any examples or ideas around anybody that you've supported here that you know it's made a real difference to their lives, that if they hadn't have been here with you in Blomfield Street, they probably wouldn't have achieved some of the things they've achieved?
I think with the gentleman that lives in flat 26, he, for example, will pick and choose his college courses. So he has done a pottery course, a computer course, and then he's made a decision whether he wants to take that course further and go to, say, level 3 from 2. And on occasions he's decided he's learnt enough, so he's stopping at level 2, and then he chose to do photography for a short time. There's certain activities he only likes to do when it's warm and sunny. And then in the winter there's certain activities he likes to do, so he prefers to be indoors rather than outdoors all the time. But also I think other people that live in this side of the building, they're still getting their choices and their needs met, and I think a lot of the people that live there, it's like how they want their needs met. They're not told, we do ask people how. We do have to obviously take into account health and safety and put a risk assessment in place, but more often than not, I don't think in my experience here we've had a risk assessment that has stopped someone from doing something. The lady next door also likes to have her friends over and stay out overnight, and I don't know if that would have been done in the past, but she has stuck to the rules. We have had a risk assessment in place and it has worked out really well. We've had no problems with that.
Yeah, so people, as you say, can lead their own lives independently with support, and maybe push the boundaries a bit of things they might not be able to do.
Some occasionally we're restricted if the housing association had come in to say, for example, recently they did boiler checks, so people have to be asked to stay in, say, between 12 and 6 p.m. And as it is their flat, we have to try and help people understand that check just needs to be done, and it's only once a year. So there's that as well, you can't just hand your keys over to another member of staff to let someone else into your flat. So I think
with it comes responsibility then?
Yeah, I think they've gained a lot more responsibility and independence, and a lot more freedom of choice in things they wish to do or do not wish to do.